Say.
We're going to rekey them. Day, birth of Black Jesus and birth of King Kong Consciousness Day. We still working on the renovations, brothers and sisters.
That we have finally completed all of the renovations for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence. I'm going to say it again. Today, August 11th, 2023, Black August, we have completed all of the renovations for the Frederick Douglass
Birth of Black Jesus and birth of King Kong Consciousness Day. We still working on the renovations, brothers and sisters.
Damn. He ain't got no shame. Told y'all he's a liar. He's a pathological liar. So the question becomes, well, there's two questions. Number one, why did Umar back in 2023 say that renovations were done? Well, he said that because he wanted people to get excited to send him money. It's that simple. 2 years later, clearly, almost 2 years later, clearly renovations aren't complete. They're not done. And Umar's saying today that he's working on renovations. So which one is it? It can't be both unless he's lying. Just like it can't be both that his bank account is frozen and the bank account is canceled at the same time. It can't be both. Before he said that they had no record of his bank account. The story has changed. How are they not going to have a record of your bank account? But then you say that your bank accounts are frozen because if there's no record of them and they don't exist, they can't be frozen. So if you're saying that renovations aren't complete today, how can you say that renovations were complete? You say that renovations are not complete today. You're still working on renovations today. Then how is it possible that you said, Umar, you said that renovations were complete 2 years ago? They can't be. They both can't be true. But that's because you told a lie then, and you did it to get money out of people. And now you're telling people that you're renovating, and the only reason why you're doing this is because you want people to get excited so that they do what? Send you money, just like that's what you attempted to do before. You wanted them to send you money. It's that simple. I've been telling people it's not about opening up a school. It's about getting as much money. That's the end game, is to get as much money out of people, even if he has to lie to do it, as much money as he can out of Black people. He do. I mean, he really do. He lie. All he do is lie. I mean, you have to find him telling the truth. You have to really look for it because he rarely does. And just another example right here. Let me do these super chats real quick. I got this one earlier. Thank you, Brian. When he starts clapping, you're in for a bull job. Yeah. But that gets him hyped too. He wants to get his followers hype as well. He goes into it's performative. In other words, he turns into this character, and that's how he gets himself amped up. Yeah. And then he starts talking. He just talks, coming up with all kind of crazy stuff. Just crazy. Thanks, User 225. He raised that middle finger like Lene. All right. James says men don't flip off like that. No, we don't. Okay, I didn't back in the past. I don't do that. I'll drop an F-bomb on somebody if I have to, but I ain't necessarily. But we don't do it like that. That's just really. I'll leave it alone. Thank you, James. The anonymous Christian says Lene is that his performance. You guys need to stop it. See what you started using 225. You go out, y'all. Come on now. Let's be nice to Umar. Okay. Diana says, "What kind of man?" Yeah. Thank you, Diana, and thank you, James. Where am I at? Cookie diabetes. What are you talking about, James? Man, y'all mean. Thanks for the super chat. What kind of finger? All right, doors and floors. Thanks, Kiara. Dr. F. Umar. What? Dr. F. Umar. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Dinah says it's blacklisted August at the bank. I don't even know what he be talking about when he talk about Black August. It don't make no sense. But yeah, evidently Umar's been blacklisted at the bank. Now he has a whole conspiracy that he's concocted dealing with the bank. They're somehow doing some shady business, but he's the one that's doing shady business. But he'll blame anyone. He'll blame the bank. Like I said, he'll blame Jesus if he could. Thanks, Diana. Ike said, why are they still looking into it if they're yeah. If your bank accounts have been canceled, why are they still looking into it, Umar? That's a critical question right there. I didn't even think about that one. Yeah. Why if they're still looking into it, why they canceled it? Okay? And notice he ain't said nothing about how his bank accounts were hacked by me or by Lynette. He ain't saying none of that stuff. That's a real good point right there. Yep, really good. Ed says, I dare him to name the bank. He ain't gonna do that because then he'd be open up to a lawsuit. He ain't gonna do that because banks don't play like that. Boy, they listen. They'll get some charges on him so quick. He ain't gonna name the bank. For all we know, none of this is true anyway. For all we know, what I do know is that Umar needs money. See, it could be that these bank accounts there still exist. Ain't none of this fraud stuff going on. He just ran. Ain't no money in them. That could be possible too. Okay? But he has to concoct a story in order to get money out of people. Then he has to go up these trap bandos and get to begging like he always do. Yeah, he ain't gonna do that because that would hope that he would be in so much trouble. Thanks, Ed. Malika says, who punched him in the eye? Listen, we were talking about that. Someone had mentioned it, but in the video where he's sitting in his car, it does look like from what I'm seeing, his right eye it's all puffed up on that side. See, it's a little darker too over there. So if you guys look at the blue circle on his bandana, and then just look down to that eye, and you look, it's a lot more swollen on that side, a lot darker too. And listen, we could speculate that the plug he whooped his ass. Said, listen, you're gonna get my money. You owe me money anyway, and you ain't got the money. You said you're gonna go to Africa and give me my money, and you came back to Africa and you ain't got my money. It's possible. I'm speculating that they whooped his ass. That's why he's so desperate right now, and he owe him a whole bunch of money. It ain't no telling with this guy. Ain't no telling. All right, thank you for super chat. All right, let's get back to the video. Here we go. Obviously, Umar's lying he lied about the renovations, but again, it's all about getting money. He's going to try to figure out a way to have people send him money for renovations, even though he said back in 2023, about 2 years ago, that renovations were complete.
We're going to rekey them classroom doors. Day, birth of Black Jesus and birth of King Kong Consciousness Day. We still working on the renovations, brothers and sisters.
Wow.
We're going to rekey them classroom doors. We're going to lay this tile down. And we're going to apply for the certificate of occupancy. Do anybody got a problem with what I just said?
What are you talking about?
I'm only talking to my supporters and donors. If you're not a supporter or a donor, hop off the live.
Why is he talking like that?
If you're not a supporter or a donor, hop off the live. See, everybody talking is YouTubian struggle streamers who don't donate. I ain't heard a slander yet from somebody who actually donates. All I see is jealous people, envious people, opportunists, instigators, YouTubian struggle streamers.
There are people who, and you can call people as many names you want to, Umar, but you're the one who's struggling. Umar had like 450 people in his live stream, and he has over 1 million subscribers on Instagram. Okay, Umar, I have 4,158 people in my live stream right now. Who's the struggle streamer? I got a home. I got a car. I got a job. I have a family, wife and kids. Who's the struggle streamer? You don't want to over here begging. Living in your mama's closet. Who are you talking about?
Nobody hating is a donor. Nobody.
Okay, and that's not true. There are people who donated to Umar who are criticizing him now. Hit the one. Plenty of people.
Hating is a donor. Don't you find that funny? Nobody slandering us is a donor, brothers and sisters. We know who messed our accounts up.
He be lying.
And we looking into all that right now. Trust me. Trust me, there will be retribution.
Me and Lene.
Oh, there will be retribution, brothers and sisters. I can't say it all right now.
Let me tell you something, Umar. You ain't going to do a motherfucking thing. You ain't going to do shit except run your mouth. Because that's all you do. You ain't got no street in you. Okay. You ain't got no fight in you. You like the dog that bark all the time, but you ain't gonna never run up. You ain't gonna never do nothing. You just pop up off the mouth. That's what got you in trouble in the first place, running your mouth. But you ain't gonna do shit. Real talk. See, the whole story that you're concocted is not true anyway. Why do you create this fantasy, this fallacy that somehow I hacked your account or Lene hacked your account or we hacked your account together somehow so that you can run up off the mouth because you got to blame other people for your financial situation? You've been struggling like a bum for years now. What are you talking about? This ain't nothing new. But then on top of that, there's going to be retribution. You ain't going to do a motherfucking thing, Umar. You're a clown. Real talk. Okay, you, like I said, you was bitch made when I first started covering you, doing videos on you. You bitch made now. That's why you talking like this. But you ain't gonna do shit. Real talk. See, that's why you got to try to get your donors to go after people. See, because you're the ultimate coward. Real talk. And that's why you don't deal directly with real men, because a real man check you, and you know that they'll check the shit out you. You a big fluffy panda bear ass looking like a pookie. You need to cut it out. See, where I come from, we call people like you a punk. You a straight punk. And for you to be 50 and still be a punk, there will be retribution. You always running your mouth talking shit and ain't gonna bust a grape. Cut it out. You goofy. Look at you. You like a cartoon character. You up here straight looking. I mean, bro. Anyway, let's go.
Us is a donor, brothers and sisters. We know who messed our accounts up, and we looking into all that right now. Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. There will be retribution. Oh, there will be retribution,
you
brothers
ain't
and
gonna
sisters.
do
I can't
shit,
say it all right now. I can't say it all right now, but there's going to be retribution. We just got to prove a couple things. And if we
this guy's so goofy. We got to prove a couple of things. What you got to prove, Umar? What you gonna prove? He is, John. And listen, I ain't with all that street. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I'm real cool, but don't be trying to threaten. I don't know. Listen, I don't take threats kindly. See, I just don't play like that. I'm not gonna be punked by no man. I don't care who. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all real talk. I don't fear no man. Real talk. Now, I fear alligators. Yeah, and crocodiles. That's real talk. Oh yeah. I told my wife I had a dream last night that I had an alligator, and we was cool. Like, you know, it's like a dog. We was real cool, but I was always looking at it. I was always side-eyeing that motherfucker. You know what I mean? I was side-eye. It was cool. It was like a little pet. It was big, but it was like a pet. You know, like a little puppy, but it was a big ass alligator. And but even though we was cool, I was always. My wife was like, "What you talking about?" Yeah, I don't fear no man. Real talk, and I don't care who it is. Okay. Especially Umar, panda bear, goofy panda bear, Pookie. You a Pookie panda bear. Cut it out. Now, if you was an alligator or crocodile, it'd be a different situation, Umar. All right, let's get back to it. You should have seen the alligator. It was laying in my bed at one point. I walked in the room and I laid in my bed. So I just walked right out. I said, I can't even do nothing because all right, here we go. Okay, I'm exaggerating that part, but the other part where